position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels. The Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Ole Miss offense will get the first possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Here's the handoff. Plows through the defense. Oh, he's got some space. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. This crowd full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Rebels are on the move. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Right on the money. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. Pulls and fires complete. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Ole Miss! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the blocks. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the back.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of depth.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run, and they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And he fires a bullet to the tight end. He gets a paw on it, but he couldn't get it in. He couldn't bring it in. What happens with tips and overthrows? Defenses usually take advantage. They do here, and they get the big INT.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The analytics nerds will tell you that a 4-yard pickup on first down is a successful play. Let's see what they have on 1st and 10. Under fire. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the throw out to the sideline to just a few yards. The decimal meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. Wide out level noise. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
And this defense picking up right where it left off. Last week put a great game together, really shut down an opponent. Now you can tell, man, they're going to make you earn everything you get. And this offense is going to have to find a way to find some holes because we haven't seen them the last couple of weeks.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Power football with the run. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Look out, he's got room. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the right. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Can't get him to the ground. There he goes. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. And the Nittany Lions, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll throw it from the red zone, using the back as a receiver on the screen. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They started this drive with a big play, but now they need a conversion to keep it alive on third down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
And there's so many targets to focus on and so many elite playmakers, and they just lost him. They lost the running back out of the backfield. He catches the football, does the rest, takes it into the end zone. What a nice weapon to have on your team.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anymore.
Going to swing it on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
And this guy has been so important to this defense and the way he plays on the back end. Top 10 in the nation in interceptions. He just has a feel and reads the quarterback's eyes. He almost picked that last one off.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie. He's going to fire deep. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Penn State. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Hey, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
So that was a lightning-fast decision. You can tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Still on his feet. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Rebels are in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Safe completion on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Here's the pressure. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
Got his man downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that. Oh, it'll be a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you've got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gives it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Quarterback on the keeper. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrecked up at the 28. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Lost the fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Adams. Knocked down for the tackle. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Rebels will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Running back searching for a hole. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Extending the play. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
1st and 10, the whole menu open. You can run the football. You can do whatever you want. You can tell they call a pass. He does a really good job in the pocket, just being a great athlete. Scramble outside, go get another 1st down, 1st and 10 again.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. He makes the catch. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Wants to throw on first down. They will score! Touchdown, Penn State! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Adams. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Happy Valley.
And the Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. Well, you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Clark. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Making side adjustments here. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. The Rebels want to move quickly.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. They're setting up the screen. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner will be knocked down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Out of the gun to give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. He's open on the right. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Tossed to the outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Snagged out of the air. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Nittany Lions need to pick it up on 4th down. They'll run the sneak for it. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Red pass, it's complete. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Quickly complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The inside handoff. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
How about this offense, man? You gotta love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Makes the catch. It's Allen. Touchdown, Penn State! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Quick strike complete.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Adams. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
At this point in the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Looking downfield on first down. Complete in the middle. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. If this dude were a kitchen knife, you would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up.
It's a fake. He's going to throw it. They weren't fooled for a minute. He is nowhere close to the first down, and they'll turn it over. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. Pass completion move to sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw again. He's got it on the move. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way, and you know the quarterback, he's got like a...
Wrapped it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Skips away from pressure. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble and throws. Back open in the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Floating away. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And they spike it to stop the clock.
QB spikes it. No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Under fire. And down he goes. Not sure about putting your quarterback in harm's way there, but that's going to do it. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
down.